at midfield. Stafford. And this one is intercepted.
Chargers need a touchdown. Rivers hooks a pass. Intercepted. Chad Greenway is there. And Greenway's got a convoy in front of him. Greenway down the sideline. Chad Greenway's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Vikings.
32 seconds to go in the half. Manning going for it.
It's intercepted. It's picked up by Barr. And Anthony Barr.
Broncos from the 34. They go shotgun. They go Manning. They go overthrow. They go interception. Harrison Smith, the safety.
What's up? Carr from the pocket. Looks one way, and it's intercepted. A takeaway for Terrence Newman.
But he gets a lane there.
A quick snap, end zone throw, battled for, and intercepted! Terrence Newman with his second pick of the day.
We'll back it up 15. Would push the Falcons back, so they'd have to settle for a Shane Graham field goal. Matt Bryant, one of a couple starting kickers, inactive today with injuries.
For them, what it has been in years past, it's a good call.
4 plays later, 3rd and goal. Matt Ryan looking for Jacob Tamme. Picked off in the end zone.
Here's Cutler and Cutler. Looking to throw. They're going to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Justin Trento.
Exactly 4 yards per carry coming in. Leads the team by a mile in rushing, and Eli gets jostled but gets it away, and then it's tipped and it's intercepted. The Vikings have it. Sendejo back to the 45-yard line.
Eli sent a picture home last night and said, I don't understand why we ever left.
3rd and 1. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. Harrison Smith down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown. For the Vikings defense all season long. Manning, play action. Fires. That's going to be picked off at the 35-yard line. Captain Munnerlyn down the sideline and may have stepped out of bounds. We'll see at about the 4-yard line. 4 rush, 7 cover. Rodgers, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Xavier Rhodes. Still on the move. And Wilson under pressure. Look out from behind. Throws, tipped, intercepted at the 24-yard line. Trey Waynes,
He can fly.
the number 1 draft choice, back to the 45-yard line.
And that big body just boxes out Terrence Newman.
Fake to Henry. Here's the rush, and it's intercepted. Vikings, Eric Kendricks. He'll score.
Robinson is back in the game. Rodgers throws, and it's intercepted. It is picked up by Trey Waynes.
Field goal range on 3rd and 15. Time for Newton going deep. And intercepted. The ball hung in the air. It's a Viking takeaway for Trey Waynes. On 3rd down, Newton's pass. Intercepted. Terrence Newman. Just in time. Blitz. Cam gets rid of it. And it's intercepted. Tom Johnson fumbles on the back end of the interception, but the Vikings maintain possession.
Play clock at 2. Vikings blitz. Manning got it off the rear, deep throw, and maybe that's why they don't do it. Intercepted by Xavier Rhodes. Look out. Picking up blockers across midfield and out of bounds.
3rd and 9. Osweiler throws up the seam, and it's intercepted. Andrew Sendejo on the pick.
So another Eagles penalty. 2nd down throw. And it's intercepted off the batted ball. And it is Sendejo inside the 5-yard line. 3rd down. Steps away from pressure. Throws. And
And it nearly intercepted, or was it intercepted?
First and 10, 35-yard line for the Lions. Stafford under pressure, and it's picked off by Chad Greenway. And Greenway on the return inside.
Palmer sits in, pass picked off. Intercepted by Rhodes. Xavier Rhodes down the sideline, and goodbye. Touchdown, Vikings, no flags. From the 31, Palmer steps up, airs it out. Floyd downfield, and he's picked again. And again, it's Xavier Rhodes.
Not only going in between the tackles.
Play action. Forte intercepted. And Barkley's pass, and that one's going to be picked off.
Play fake, Rodgers down the field, and it's intercepted by Trey Waynes in the end zone. He's going to bring it out, and Jameis forced one there and pays the price. Great protection again, and an interception by Zendejo. Still on his feet across midfield, and run out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. We've got Evans in a slot this time, and into traffic. It's batted into the air, and Harrison Smith intercepts it. Well, Jameis threw back to Evans into triple coverage.
Their own 20. They'll have to change that history if they're going to win it in regulation. Trubisky throws an interception. Harrison Smith trying to spoil the debut for these Chicago Bear fans with the big pick.
Their entire philosophy changed with the injury to Rodgers.
Intercepted on a tip ball. And the first turnover happens quickly. Third down and 2. And a one-handed interception by Harrison Smith. Run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Oh boy, did Hundley get hit. And he's intercepted. Golly day, how did Hundley get up?
Here's Cousins. Has time. High, and it's intercepted. Alexander's got it.
Any hope for the Lions riding on this play? To the sideline, in the air, picked off by Rhodes. And Xavier Rhodes makes the play on the outside.
Cam throws, and it's intercepted. It's Zendejo running with it inside the 20, down to the 10, and tackled at the 6. My goodness, what a turnaround here in Charlotte.
Dalton sets and throws. Intercepted. Picked off by Kendricks. Eric Kendricks looking for the angle. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. For 47 yards. Dalton on first down. He throws. Juggled and intercepted by Newman, the former Bengal.
And that play clock is all the way down. They just do get it off, and the pass is intercepted by Smith at the 5-yard line, picking up some blocking as well, and brings it back out to the 23-yard line. So on 4th and 1, Hundley tries to keep it alive and has that picked at the 48-yard line by Smith.
Awfully good group. They're ranked number 2 in the NFL. No deep shots yet. Here's one down the middle, and there's Glennon. He's picked. Zendejo. It's nice to have a guy like that if you're a quarterback. 2nd and 9. That ball's tipped and picked. Anthony Barr back the other way.
Blitz coming. Garoppolo sees it, fired, intercepted, and a clear route to the end zone for Mike Hughes. Touchdown. They start off 1st and 10. Pressure up the middle. Fires! Intercepted by Rhodes. Xavier Rhodes with a one-hander. Vikings have 3 sacks in the game. 4-man rush here. Garoppolo over the middle. Intercepted. Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith will seal the deal for Minnesota.
Including the tight end, Ricky Seals-Jones. Rosen throws, intercepted. Anthony Harris stepped in front of the receiver and picked it off.
Well, they just totally gotten away from the run game. And that's intercepted on a tip ball by Harrison Smith. Down the sideline, inside the 15, and dropped inside the 10. Well, he is in a lot of pain. 2nd down and 10. And that one is thrown too high, and it's intercepted. And look who they went after.
Right there was sound and coverage.
And right on cue into the arms of Trey Waynes. Although that's a reception that Peak has to make.
Too deep zone.
Under pressure, intercepted at the 32 by Harrison Smith. Stephen Weatherly was the guy who put the pressure on. Stays in the game here. Goes out into the pattern, pass deep downfield into a lot of traffic, and that is Anthony Harris, who intercepts it. Does he go that way again to the left side this time? Fires, and that's going to be picked off at the 36-yard line. That's Harris, his 2nd interception of the game. And a good run back here with blocking in front, and Harris takes it all the way down to the 31-yard line.
24-10 with 5.5 to go. Harrison Smith coming on a blitz, got there late, pass is picked, intercepted by Kendricks. 1st and goal, sprint right, looking over his options, nearly lost his footing. You cannot take a sack, as we just talked about, and the ball goes into the hands of Kendricks. It is an interception.
In the offensive lineman.
And that one is lofted in the air, and you just said it. When Anthony Harris has a chance to make plays, he makes plays.
Every game.
Ryan just having to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Oh my, and he didn't get it there. It's intercepted by Anthony Harris, who has 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery.
Carr. And it's intercepted by Harrison Smith. Still on his feet. And Smith goes down at the 30 as Carr overthrew
On 4th down. Last gasp. And the pass is intercepted. Anthony Barr picks it off.
It's a fake. Elliott looking to throw. Can't find anyone. Now gets rid of it. And it's intercepted by Griffin. Everson Griffin. And then in Buffalo the following week. Pass is picked off by Mackenzie Alexander.
Stafford, they're going to need some bigger chunks here. This is an attempt at that, but it is intercepted. Trey Waynes.
2nd down and 6. Haskins too high and now picked. McLaurin was wide open, but Anthony Harris gets.
Prescott. Buying time. Launching one. A whole passel of guys in the end zone. It's going to be intercepted to end the game. J-Rod Curse.
Bowles will block at the left tackle. Allen, it's intercepted. Picked off on the play by Sendejo. He's looking for a block. He's knocked down on the play by Devontae Booker.
Remember, Carson left the field early on injured. Came back in after he was checked out.
Batted at the line of scrimmage. Batted back and picked off. Can you believe this? Pick 6. Anthony Harris pinball style. Ricocheting in. Wow.
This game by no means is over. It's the largest deficit the Lions have faced this year. And they haven't proven anything that they're going to get back in it. Well, so much for that. There's a pick by Harrison Smith. And in the end
son. It's going to be intercepted.
Protect the football and understand where you are.
Rivers running out of time, now puts it up in the air, and it's intercepted at midfield. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
He backed up Drew Brees for a couple of years early in his career, and now, you know, if you're going to pick as interception right there, that's Mike Hughes.
Rivers looking for everything. Middle of the field, picked off at the 5-yard line by Anthony Harris.
Rodgers on 2nd and 18. Look at the time, and that ball is picked off by Harris. So Aaron Rodgers, only his 3rd interception of the year.
Brees might let this run down to the 2-minute warning.
3rd down and 7. Here's one for Ginn. That play is not there, and it is picked by Anthony Harris. Good coverage. Harris on the return back inside Saints territory.
Under 3 minutes to the half. Garoppolo firing, and it's going to be picked off at the 31-yard line by Eric Kendricks.
An illegal chuck to me.
On the slant, it's intercepted. And it landed right between the numbers intended.
Ryan Tannehill under center. On a play fake. Tannehill looking end zone for Westbrook. Akina picked off. Harrison Smith. And he's going to take it out of his own end zone. That does not appear to be a good move.
They're going to play back and protect these corners.
Wilson flushed out. Chase throws, and it's going to be intercepted by Eric Wilson.
1st and 10. Again by Crosby. Intercepted and picked off on the play by the linebacker, Eric Wilson. Grabbed on the play by Jackson. Stafford to the end zone. Intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. Daniel 1st and 10. Denver the block and downfield, and was picked off by Smith. He got the ball. A 3rd interception thrown by Lion quarterbacks today.
2nd down and 10. Foles has an excellent pocket to work with. It is tipped, juggled, and intercepted. Harrison Smith. 10th play of the drive for the Cowboys. Over the middle, it's picked off. A diving interception by
some sort of combination and look for Curtis Samuel to get open.
Bridgewater looking. He throws, and it is picked off. Intercepted by Eric Kendricks.
The throw underneath, and it's ripped away by Cameron Dantzler. Vikings drop back into coverage. Glennon intercepted. Harrison Smith, his 4th pick of the season, and he gets the Vikings the ball back.
On a 3rd down for Trubisky. He's got time. End zone throw. It's intercepted. Back in the game is Cameron Dantzler.
I mean, that's a huge win.
3rd and 7. Pass is picked. That's even better for Minnesota. Brees is picked off the hands of Sanders and into the arms of Hardy Nickerson.
3rd and 10. Vikings bring 5. Stafford well protected. That ball gets intercepted. It's Harrison Smith. Murray.
And picked off. Vigil down the sideline. Still on the move. Touchdown Vikings. Woo! 37 yards.
Rondale Moore in motion. They fake it to him. Murray sets up deep in the pocket. Fires down the field.
Intercepted again. Xavier Woods. Woods up the sideline, out of bounds.
One catch today. Goff. Off the hands of Hawkinson and intercepted by Kendricks. Eric Kendricks brings it all the way back up across the 35-yard line.
On first down, Darnold looking to throw. Can't find anyone. Good protection. Now he fires, and it is picked off on the first play from scrimmage. Bashaud Breeland.
That's about half of this offense. Don't forget about those guys.
2nd and 5, and that is tipped, and that's intercepted at the 28-yard line by Xavier Woods. And the former Cowboy.
Jackson deep down the middle, and it is picked off. Cameron Bynum, the rookie, with his first career impact play in a Vikings uniform on defense. Off the fake. Oh, that ball was deflected and taken away. Vikings have it.
And he could have had points. Those woulda, coulda, shoulda moments.
Justin Herbert, lots of time this time, throwing over the middle. Kendricks diving for it. He's got the pick. Eric Kendricks with the interception, working his way back inside the 10, and Herbert brings him down at the 4.
Niners must get to the 36 for a first down, as Garoppolo's pass is picked off by Harrison Smith.
Here's your tight end. We haven't heard from him much in the second half here.
3rd and 4. Goff's pass. Was it picked?
I'm sure on that run with that much daylight, he was a little surprised as well. Here's a pick. Intercepted by Breeland. And he's still rumbling down inside the 30.
Key, you got to get off the field.
Stafford under pressure, able to escape, looking for Michelle, intercepted. Vikings with a takeaway, it's Anthony Barr. Fake to Michelle. Stafford, deep shot, Jefferson, double coverage, intercepted. It's Xavier Woods with the interception from Minnesota. Stafford has that one batted into the air. Anthony Barr has his second of the day. It's 1st and goal, Minnesota.
They've thrown it on 4th downs. Once again, Dalton to throw it.
Peterson running, breaks it back. Patrick Peterson. I got my interception this year. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bam. Whoa.
Dalton steps up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Intercepted again. Blake Lynch.
He's got one shot at it.
Pressure coming, though. He's in trouble. Going to throw it deep. Cobb is there with Harrison Smith. And Harrison Smith is there for the interception.
Wednesdays to catch up and talk about what's going on with each other.
Yeah, that's nice. Here's one off the hands of Gainwell and intercepted by Hicks. Hicks is looking for the end zone, but he'll settle for the 9-yard line.
Goff with pressure coming from Smith. Off his back foot, he heaves it downfield, and Metellus does pick it off. Missed the last one, got this one, and the Vikings are going to get to 2-1.
On first down, Bridgewater over the middle, bobbled, and then a diving attempt at an interception, and Harrison Smith.
All the way down to the player you have to defend.
Bridgewater slings it on first down. It's picked off by Patrick Peterson.
Murray's throwing deep. Robbie Anderson way short and intercepted. Harrison Smith. Down to the 31 of Arizona. Murray's throw intercepted. Cameron Bynum. Another Viking takeaway. Heinicke throws middle high, and it's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the takeaway. And Smith inside the 20. Inside the 15, Vikings will take over.
So here we go. Allen on 4th and 2.
keeps it alive. Josh Allen into the end zone, and it's picked by Peterson. Patrick Peterson has some room. The veteran down the sideline and back to the 34. 2nd and 10. Allen steps up and throws an interception. Patrick Peterson. And in this heavyweight bout, the Vikings with the knockout blow. The Vikings win the game of the year.
Out of Maryland, former Detroit Lion. White looking, throws, popped up in the air, and intercepted. Off the deflection, Harrison Smith trying to loop to the outside. Smith reverses field, looking for blockers. The Jets trying to get over there, and Smith hands it off. 4th down. Jets down 5. White launches, picked off, and it's over. Intercepted by Bynum. And the Vikings slam the door shut.
Pressure off your rookie tackle.
Deep drop again. Jones downfield and picked off. Patrick Peterson was waiting for his moment against Hodgins.
Boyle under pressure.
Oh boy.
And this pass is picked off. Patrick Peterson, 34th interception of his career.
Going against a good Cleveland team, and they're winning that game.
Boyle on 4th down, and Duke Shelley.
We called it.
Comes up with the interception.
What they're capable of doing.
Got his man, 3rd and 16. Ton of time, and then it's picked off by the Vikings. That's Theo Jackson, and he gets up.
Fields again from the gun. That one is lofted in the air, and it's intercepted. It is picked up by Jordan Hicks. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Bajan lets it fly, but it's a duck, and it's intercepted. Byron Murphy picked it off. Oh, then he fumbles it.
Originated with Shanahan. Purdy down the middle and intercepted by Bynum. Purdy threw it right to him. Purdy steps through, floats it, he's picked, and that's it. Bynum gets another.
3rd down and 8. As Love airs it out, looking for Reed. It's picked off. Josh Metellus with the interception. And Metellus is inside the 30, still going.
Backed up in his own end zone. He's answered with a couple of touchdowns. Heinicke comes out throwing. That's intercepted. Byron Murphy Jr. with the pick. His 2nd this season.
3rd and 3. Up the middle, Metellus. Winston launches a high ball, and Mekhi Blackman comes down with his first NFL interception. At the plus 46, down by 8. Jameis Winston loads up. Looking for Shaheed, not even close. Byron Murphy with the pick, but remember there's a flag on this play.
Making Aiden O'Connell's day a rough one.
O'Connell to the it's intercepted! Ivan Pace Jr. with the diving pick.
Just continue to move the ball down the field.
Browning looks, throws, and that ball is picked off by a Caleb Evans.
It's offensively. Bunch formation to the right. Oh, wow! Kinkle, touchdown! Wow! Andrew Van Ginkel with the interception. On 4th down. 4th and 8. Jones fires, picked off in the end zone. Harrison Smith.
Deebo Samuel. 2nd and 11. Blocked by Kittle. Deflected, ricochet. Metellus has picked it up. On McCarron. Breaking tackles. Out of bounds. Turnover. Back it up 10 yards after the hold. Shotgun. Stroud throws. That ball tipped and intercepted. The Vikings force the turnover. Grugier Hill, the former Texan, comes away with it. 5 defensive backs for the Vikings. Deep drop for Stroud. Step and throw. And it's intercepted. Cameron Bynum with the pick. 3rd down and 7. Walker the block. Lob to the air. And picked off on the play. Truget Hill. With the 1st and 10 for Jordan Love. High. Intercepted. Picked off on the play by Griffin. He gets a block from Harrison Smith. He kicks it inside the 5.
Deep linebacker dropping. You can hit that soft spot. Good arm strength there by
Smith with the blitz. Love going deep. Intercepted by Murphy. Intercepted, the 3rd interception of Jordan Love today.
Quick throw. Intercepted. Van Ginkel. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Another pick 6 for Andrew Van Ginkel. Rodgers over the middle. It's high and picked. Intercepted. Rodgers, quick throw, and it's intercepted. Stephon Gilmore.
Cup moving. Stafford throwing, and that's going to be picked off along the sideline. Murphy
overturn it. In any case, they pick it up to get 3rd and 8. It gives Flacco a chance to throw. Intercepted by Murphy. Byron Murphy in front of Josh Downs.
There's Jones. Wanted to go deep. Oh, he underthrew that ball, and that was right into the waiting arms of Byron Murphy.
See if Mac Jones can change it up.
Extra man comes from Minnesota. Jones launches end zone. Closest man is a Viking. It is picked up by Bynum. Cameron Bynum.
One last gasp here for Will Levis and company as they begin at their own 16-yard line. Down 10, Levis going to take his shot here, throwing into triple coverage, and it is picked by Harrison Smith.
Moreau on Harrison to the bottom, and it is one-on-one. Murray keeps it alive. Kyler Murray looking to make magic. Heaves one. Murphy picks it off. Right into his hands. Murray lets it fly. Harrison Jr. can't get it picked off. Shaq Griffin. Minnesota's on the verge of doing it again.
They had no question he'd bounce back.
Blitz picked up by Robinson, so Cousins has time, but he's picked off by Josh Metellus. Key player for this Vikings defense comes up with a takeaway. 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 25. Cousins got rid of it right before he was hit. Byron Murphy with a one-handed pick. Takes a knee in the end zone.
Play action fake. Nothing downfield. Forces a pass. Not a good one. And Dallas Turner, the rookie, has the 1st interception of his NFL career. Got to go about 50 yards now to get into field goal range. And Geno Smith wants a chunk. Bad throw. Picked off. Ball game. And Theo Jackson, with his 1st interception of the season, seals win number 13 for the Vikings.
26. Lions out of the shadow of the goalpost. Again retreating. Oh, it's intercepted on the deflection by Pace. 3 in his way. He thought he was lofting it to Gibbs. And thus, they trail. Goff in his own end zone. Deep shot downfield. There's coverage down there. It's intercepted by Harrison Smith.
Sneak in draws and stuff on 2nd down.
It's a 2nd and 9. And Browning scanning, throwing. Picked off. Intercepted by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's racing down the sideline. And he will not be caught. Going the distance.
Tracy talked to Coach Taylor. He said it at half. We need to have it, pride, etc.
Intercepted. Intercepted by Metellus.
Herbert rolling left, throwing a wobbly pass, and it's picked off. Josh Metellus able to pick it off.
And again, a 4-man rush. It's batted into the air. And Andrew Van Ginkel gets the pick. Chased by McLaurin. And down inside the 30-yard line.
ultimately how that's actually affecting, what you're able to do on the field.
Mariota's picked off by Harrison Smith. Career interception number 38. No active player has more than Smith.
But he's not 100% sure when he throws that football.
Off the hands of Johnson and picked off. It deflected away from Theo Johnson, and Byron Murphy comes up with the interception.
3rd and 18. Here comes the pressure. Van Ginkel got in there. Goff got rid of it, and it's picked. Byron Murphy takes it away, and he's out of bounds with another major shift in favor of Minnesota. In the backfield, first down from the 30. Fake it to him. Goff delivers another pick, and it's the veteran Harrison Smith with a takeaway.